everyone, to another episode of Teacher Tuesday. I'm your host, Minister Joell. Hope you guys have been doing lovely. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it today. You know, it's been in my spirit to talk about this for quite some time. It's a very familiar scripture that I think all believers are familiar with, and probably those who aren't believers are familiar with this as well. But we're going to be coming from Romans 12:2. And it says, "And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God." So the headline for this episode today is going to be to log off. And what I mean by log off is anything you give your attention to or you allow to come within your mind and somewhat influence your decisions, you've subscribed to. And if you subscribe to those things, then that means that you pretty much gave it permission to have access to these things, to you, to have influence over you. So my message today is going to be to log off, unsubscribe to the world is what I'm talking about. And what I mean by of the world, the things that the world considers to be normal that are strictly against biblical principles, strictly against the things that Jesus told us not to do and what to do. People of the world today, it's kind of quite embarrassing to see that we're in a time now where people are just doing specific things against scripture. And then they'll say, well, I still have a relationship with God. And I'm trying to figure out what kind of relationship is that. Toxic relationships, we understand, exist between man and woman, or two people. This is when they're in a relationship. For some reason, they stay around each other, but they can't stand each other. There's always argument. There's always some kind of drama. So I'm trying to figure out what kind of relationship can a person have with God if they're doing things God specifically said not to do. That is a toxic relationship. And at that point, it's time to log off. Now, when I'm talking about logging off, I'm not specifically talking about your computer or website, but the way we subscribe to this world, we allow the world to influence our beliefs. We've let these so-called new age beliefs and stuff kind of have us to look back at the Bible and say, oh, well, the Bible is not real. And we've seen these miracles happen in our life. We've seen what God has done with our grandparents and with our parents and even with us. And there's a reason why our parents believed what they believed and why they tried to hand it down to us. Now, I know we've been taught that seeing is believing, but I believe that you have to believe in order to see. So without faith, it's impossible to please him. But if we know that God is who he said he is, then we would unsubscribe from the world and subscribe to him, which means that we would give him full access to our mind, full access to our hearts, and ask him to change us, to download his wisdom to us so that we can be able to pay attention to what's going on in the world and not be so easily tricked. People, if you pay attention, and I know, we've talked about it so many times before. You can check previous episodes. Me and Prophecy both have talked about it. We are definitely in the end times. This is the end game. And it's in my spirit not to tell everybody out there to log off. Log off. Don't subscribe to things that you know is going to get you sent to hell. Now, when you're a part of a network, which we are part of this world, that doesn't mean we have to be conformed to it. But at some point, if you're in the wrong place, you can attract a virus. Just like in the computer system. If a virus comes in, the virus will start either using different spam marketing techniques to try to get you to download other apps, or it can pretty much steal your information. And that's what happens when we allow ourselves to be influenced by the world, is that we're allowing certain things to be displayed to us and certain things to guide us away from God. So people, log off and subscribe to God. I hope this message has been a blessing to you. Share it, like, subscribe. Just make sure that everyone can get this message. Everyone will be able to relate to this message, and that it will do something for us to change our mindset and to get our eyes back on God. Like I said before, I hope this message is a blessing to everybody out there. I just want to say God bless you. Until next time, this is Minister Joell signing off. God bless you.